Hey, Mrparka here to review the Bunnyman Massacre from Midnight Releasing. This comes out August 12th. And I must first and foremost say I actually am at a disadvantage. I did not know this was a sequel. I believe I actually have the original movie called Bunnyman. I have not had a chance to watch it. So when I put it in, I felt that there was a little bit of maybe some lore or stuff like that I wasn't catching on to. It supposedly says it's based on true stories and I imagine it's an urban legend about a bunny killer or something like that. But essentially the film opens up actually probably with its best scenes. Maybe they were reshoots to kind of spice the movie up, to speed it up. But what happens is a pretty comedic scene with the man in the bunny suit killing or attacking a school bus full of kids. You can tell the scene's kind of oddly edited because one of the kids jumps out the back and then you see him run away twice in the same position. You can tell, but it's probably just because the kids, kids probably aren't very easy to work with and things like that. But the scene definitely reminded me of a scene in a movie called Deadly Detour, the Goat Man Murders. Also kind of an urban legend killer movie, but I won't get into that. And then there was also, right in the beginning, a sleeping bag murder that was reminiscent of Friday the 13th, Jason's sleeping bag kill. But after that, we pretty much get your standard exploitation type deal with this crazy guy named Joe in the running this store and using him and the Bunny Man basically killing people. I'm not really sure how I felt of the character of Joe. I thought he was very odd. I'm not sure if his acting was off or he was just one of those odd characters. His accent was a little bit odd.
You're gonna be picking up your girl's brain matter out of the dirt. Now you turn around now, nice and slow. I'm kinda mad at the both of you right now. We're gonna have a conversation about it a little later on. You ain't gonna be too happy about it.
And the sheriff's accent really didn't match with his, so I really was kind of coming off like, where are these guys from? But you never know what's going on with accents in horror films or period in any films whatsoever. People are not always from the same area where they're located at. So I'm going to give that a pass. But the character is kind of an odd one all around. Kind of uncertain how I feel about his performance, if I'll put it that way. But essentially they're stalking these girls in the woods, and a lot of the characters really aren't very likable considering the fact that they don't really get much time to focus on any distinct group of them. So they're kind of, just screaming victims that you don't really care if they die or not. The two main girls, I guess, the main ones are a pair of sisters, and they're bonding together because they just lost their parents. And one of the girls actually sells these brings the killer more people, so she can and her sister can survive. Of course, it doesn't really work like that, and you can't trust a mad killer. I can't believe she did, but this is a horror movie, and you guess people's logic is completely ridiculous. No one really has any brains in a horror movie, or it'd all be over in 5 minutes, and everybody be dead right away. Because either they detect the killer or vice versa or run away. It just kind of have to forgive stupid characters in a horror movie or lose your mind while watching it. Sometimes it's hard, but it's got your typical slasher stuff. Some of the death scenes are actually pretty cool in the movie. Some of them are executed a little poorly, but for the most part, the idea of them is enough to get the impact they're looking for. I particularly like over here, was it up here? Yeah, the barrel death right here. I think that's pretty unique, pretty cool stuff there. And the drill sequence, obviously, kind of some Fulci style stuff there. But again, I don't like the execution of the drill murder. Especially, it's kind of hard to live up to the Godfather of Gore with the drill press in City of Living Dead. But all in all, I felt it was kind of drug out a little bit. The ending was very abrupt and cut off. There was no credits. And I wonder if that was just a DVD malfunction or something like that. It was kind of odd. They're cool enough to throw in a little rabbit's foot with it, a bloody rabbit's foot with the release, which I thought was kind of cool. I'll probably check out the original as well, but for the most part, I really probably not missing too much of a backstory on this. But this is the Bunnyman Massacre, and if you love slasher movies, you'll probably want to give this a spin. I didn't really particularly love it or hate it. It's another one that's there for me. I probably won't revisit it, But I think a lot of people will enjoy it just because, you know, the killer's a freaking rabbit. He carries around a chainsaw. And some of the deaths, the ideas are cool, the execution is okay. So if it sounds like it's something up your alley, then check it out. I won't really give it a thumbs up, but, you know, it's one of those. So I think people will enjoy it with regardless of what I'm saying or not. Some people will. People will hate it too. But I'm Mr. Parka. Have a good one.